All right, it is January 16th and it is Tuesday, first trading day of the week. And I don't know, it literally already feels like we're halfway done with the week since it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's about to be Wednesday, and I'm down. So, yeah, today was a difficult day in the market. I mean, I guess I could say difficult, but I mean, I stuck to my trading plan the entire day and it just didn't work out. I took two different setups, two different trades, and neither one of them worked out. So that's unfortunate. And I mean, I just finished my review, like my written review, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I would regret taking these trades. At least not right now. I mean, it's 3 o'clock for me right now, so market closed at 2 o'clock for me. So it's been an hour. I've had a little bit of time to reflect, and I don't know. I don't know if I regret these trades. I mean, I'll go over them, and then I mean, people watching, I don't really care. But to me, I don't. For me right now, it feels like I shouldn't regret taking them. I mean, everything was there, so there was like multiple. There were multiple things confluing. Wait, confluencing. I don't know what the word I'm looking for there is, but yeah, let's get into these trades, bro. So, my first trade was about like 30 minutes into the market open. So, I'll start with this. We've been kind of just choppy recently, or at least on a bigger time frame. It looks like we've been chopping. So, the left part of my screen is a 30-minute chart on SPY. This looks like just like complete chop. But the past couple of weeks, I actually have been getting like good trades, and there's been good volatility. So it looks like chop, but honestly, this has been my best past couple of weeks. So, but anyways, it was kind of like coming into this morning, I was kind of like reviewing my past trades this weekend, and I just had a hard time figuring out like which direction it looked like we were gonna go. So it was kind of hard for me to pick a bias. So I kind of just woke up this morning, just like okay, just like let the market do its thing. Like I'm gonna take the setups that come up, whatever comes in my head, I'm gonna take. And so we kind of opened up in between the 5 day moving average and the 20-day moving average. So that was kind of just like that just added to the fire of just like not knowing what to do. So we kind of opened up here, broke below VWAP, broke below the 15-minute range and the pre-market low. So it kind of looked a little bearish coming up in the morning, which apparently people just went long here, which is actually insane. I don't even know how people went long here. But anyways, we pulled back from this, and so there was multiple things on top of each other. There was VWAP on SPY. ES had the 20-day rejecting off of it. So I took this trade at 8 o'clock. Not this candle right here. I took it at the 8 o'clock candle because it came up and I was kind of waiting for it to hold, and it did. Like you see like this kind of doji candle, it was like just holding there. So I like that, and I got in on this 8 o'clock candle, like the last like probably like 10 seconds of it. And so I mean that looked good. ES was rejecting off 20-day at 8 o'clock. NQ was rejecting off 5-day at 8 o'clock. See, this is, or I mean 8 o'clock it was rejecting off VWAP. What was Q's doing? Q's rejecting off 5-day. Q's rejecting off 5-day, I think. Yeah. 8 o'clock is right here. So, I mean, all those things coming together, I thought that looked pretty good. It looked pretty bearish. I thought it was good for, like, it was a good entry, it seemed like. If we were bearish on the day, it seemed like it was going to be a really good entry. And so, I mean, I was targeting, like, the 20-day on SPY. And so, I thought, like, the pivot is, like, the same, like, where 20-day is. I was hoping, or, I actually, never mind. I think that's not right. The pivot is not the same as 20-day. But anyways, I thought if I could get it off like 20-day right here and like VWAP, then we can come down to 20-day on SPY. And at the time, I mean, obviously, I was hoping for a break of 20-day, just because on a higher time frame, it looked like we were retesting, or actually not then yet. I was hoping for a break of 20-day because I mean, if it happened, it happened. But I mean, 20 day was 10 points away from my entry, so it had good potential. Like, even if I took it off at 20 day, I'd have at least a 1 to 3. So it looked good. It had good potential, so I took it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I got stopped out like the next candle. So yeah, that was that trade. Like, I took at 8 o'clock, like the end of the 8 o'clock candle, and I got stopped out at 8:01. And then it went down. And honestly, I was hoping it was going to go down. I was hoping I was going to be right, and I just got stopped out. I've never thought like that before. Like, you always feel like, oh, I want to be wrong, but I wanted to be right, even though I wasn't in the trade and I got stopped out. I still wanted it to go down. I wanted to be right in my head, but I wasn't. I got stopped out, and I eventually ended up coming up here, breaking above the 5 day. So I was kind of looking for longs, but I never really got in on this wick just because I didn't like that entry. And then I was coming into today, and I there wasn't any like important news. I knew there was Fed speaking today, but it wasn't important. Like the news side that I looked at, like it didn't mark it as important, so I wasn't really paying attention to it until like 9 o'clock. Like literally snuck up on me, and this big red candle came up, and so this bounce off VWAP was actually the next setup I was looking at because there's like a bounce off VWAP. So I mean, this was like, oh yeah, 9 o'clock. And let's see, Q's. I think Q's jumping off 5 day at 9 o'clock. Yep, it's jumping off 5 day, and VWAP was like right there as well. So that was the next setup I was looking for, but since this is so volatile, I didn't want my stop. It just felt like gambling to me, and so I didn't want to take this right here. It was so volatile, I didn't want to take it just because like my stop is 3 points. Like it can go 3 points in literally like 0.5 seconds. So I didn't take that there. And so we kind of double bond right here, came up, and this is where we actually had like a double top early in the day, which kind of unexpected because I honestly thought it was going to push up more after this. I kind of felt like I missed a long here, but ended up just double topping and breaking below VWAP, which right here was a nice rejection, which I saw this candle close, and I was like, oh, it's going to come back up. But like it closed above, but then immediately just like reversed back down. So I was like, shit, just missed that. So I mean that could have been an okay entry, but I didn't like that one only because it was literally only VWAP. I don't want to get in only because of VWAP. So yeah, we came down here, and I was hoping we could break below the 20 day, but not like right here. I was hoping we can get a little bit of pullback, which was right here on ES. So I mean we kind of had like this little like channel right here, which we ended up breaking out of and breaking below the 20 day, which is what I was just talking about. So we broke below 20 day, and so since I was kind of more bearish, this is where I was looking at a short just because we kind of double topped here, broke the neckline. So now I was looking short, kind of like my original bias of the day, like how I had in the beginning of the day. So I did take the short. So I mean, obviously like retest of 20 day. So I mean, I took this at 1036. So I mean, we had a nice candle close on it, 1036. NQ, let's see, 1036. Rejection off 5 day on NQ. Qs was nothing on Qs, and I guess nothing on SPY. So hold on, I'm just checking my notes. Projection off 5 day. Okay, yeah, that's everything on that one. And so yeah, I mean I took it. It looked decent. I was like short, so I liked it, and I got in because I mean it had a nice rejection. It was holding for a minute. I thought it was gonna get stopped out. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of the trade, but then it worked out, and so it was going my favor for about 30 minutes. And so you see, I'm gonna replay this right here, just because this looks. So you see, like now it looks like we're double bottoming. So I mean, my entry's up here. Looks like we're double bottoming. So I'm like, fuck. So it's like it's pulling back, rejecting off EMA. And then it comes down to break that double bottom. So I'm like, okay, good. This looks good. And so I'll get out of this because I'll show it. So it starts to break it, and it just randomly, I don't even know why. Like I was thinking, like once this breaks this double bottom, that's when it looks really good. Like it's just like it's flying after this. It's just straight profits after this. But no, like apparently it just wanted to jump off. it just wanted to bounce off the 15-minute range for some reason. Like, there wasn't even like anything here for the 15-minute range. Like, why was this so? I don't know. I don't. Even looking back on this, I don't understand why it was so important. Like Q's, like it bounced right here. Like the pivot was up here. Nothing on Q's right there that was bouncing off of. NQ, nothing bouncing off right there. So it's like, I don't know why it bounced off there. And that was really unfortunate because I literally saw it bounce there and it just kept coming up. And I was like, should I put my stop to break even? And I was like, nah. And like, when I reviewed over the weekend, I was like, I need to have my risk on. Like, just keep your risk on. I don't want to be closing out of my trades, putting my stop to break even. Like, I want to have trades where like they're full on like plans, and I want to execute on those plans. Like, so, like that's how I want to go in with these trade ideas, and I want to keep the risk on because I mean, the risk is small, and my wins are so big. Like, it really doesn't even matter. Like, I've made $700 trading like literally minis or micros, sorry, like these past couple weeks. So, but the unfortunate news is like, I mean, I've taken 4 losses in a row now. So, I mean, I didn't even make a video on Friday, like last Friday, and I was down. I took 2 small losses. I was down 60, which is what I'm down today. See right here, 67. So, I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, one win with 2 contracts is like, I can easily scoop that up, easy. Just, but, I mean, going into this week, my win rate was good. Like last week, my win rate was, I think it was 66%. So that looked really good. And my wins are so big, it's like, it's crazy. So, I mean, I don't want to go like too crazy this week. I don't know if it's like I had a couple weeks of good profit. Now I'm gonna give it all back. I hope that's not the case. I mean, I have a lot of profit, so if that does happen, you're probably not gonna hear from me again. But no, I can't go on tilt. But I mean, I'm keeping good risk management today. Like, I followed my rules. That's all I'm asking. It's just to follow my rules, and then eventually we can look back on it and see if this is a viable strategy or not. So, time will tell. Time will tell. I followed my strategy today. I can't be too upset. I mean, going back to like the beginning of the video, what I was saying, like, do I regret these trades? I probably would take them again if they came up, like tomorrow. But honestly, my ideas could have been better today. But you know, you can't be perfect every day. You're gonna take some losses, and it just is what it is. I'm glad I executed. I didn't hesitate, so that's wonderful. I mean, I was patient. I was patient on that first trade. I waited for a reaction off VWAP, and it looked good. Just didn't work out, so it is what it is, man. But enough yapping. This video is 13 minutes. Nobody's even watching this except myself. Probably not. So yeah, bye.